What is up, guys? Friend01 here, and welcome to my live reaction and review for chapter 105 and 106 of The Promised Neverland. I know they're a little bit late, guys, but due to yesterday working all day, and by the time I got home, it was quite late. But anyway, I want to make it up to you guys, so I'm doing a live reaction for chapter 105, which was last week's chapter, which I missed, plus chapter 106, which is this week's chapter, as well as the review. So this is going to be a pretty long video. For those of you guys who don't really want to see the live reaction to chapter 105 and just want to see chapter 106, there will be a timestamp in the bottom in the description where chapter 106, my live reaction, will start, and another one for when the review starts if you just want the review. So, anyway, guys, in the last chapter that I read, we basically had, I believe, the Rattery clan's mercenary group had found the shelter, had busted in. We found Hugo, and everybody has basically jumped into the tunnels to try and escape. And we got Rossi, who was with Lucas, from memory, I believe it's Rossi, who's on the way to try to get to Emma and everyone before they get ambushed, because the Rattery clan has covered all the exits. What's going to happen? Will Rossi get there in time? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's get going. And as always, guys, if you want to follow along, you know what you need to do. Bring it up with your tablet, your PC, whatever it is that you read your manga on. Bring it up. Follow along with me. Let's get into this week's chapter. I'm looking forward to it. I know you guys are. Let's do this. Even if the enemy knows this emergency pathway, the advantage lies with us in regards to position. Before they're able to catch up, everyone can escape. No, we will escape. The Promised Neverland. In order to live, they move forward. Chapter 105, Facade. Yeah, Facade. So we've got Ray, we've got Emma, we've got Hugo, we've got a couple of the younger kids. I believe that's Viola, toting a gun. All right, let's get going. And we've got a couple other people in the background. We see they kind of faded out a bit. Hey, Ray, I have a bad feeling. It's about the enemy. Why 8 people? Okay. There are over 60 people occupying this place, with weapons as well. Why send 8 people? I don't think it's too little. They also might not have been able to figure out our total number and what kind of weapons we're armed with. Okay. But if they do know all of that, if that's the case, they sent an elite team to sufficiently suppress us. Okay? So they're basically saying, all right, these guys are elite. They only needed 8 to deal with. Okay? In addition to that, this raid to the Rattery clan could very well be something that they have to move forward with in secret. Okay? So it's something that is kind of along the lines, yeah. That's not all. That worries me. We were caught unaware. Why did they weave their way through the camera's blind spots? Just how could they have known the position of the cameras at this shelter? I really do have a bad feeling there isn't anything we've overlooked, right? Just a little more. Alright, so it looks like one of the kids is a little bit excited. Oh, shit! So we lost 2 people. 2 people have been killed. But they're freaking out. What's going on? Alright, so we've got the head guy. Bang. He's lying there. We've got a bullet coming. Emma's dragging. Emma, run! So they're all gunning it. So we've got 2 people are killed. 2 people are down. Got gunfire. Christy! Alright, so it looks like he's been hit. That guy was wearing a bulletproof vest. No way. These 2 are dead. Can you hear me? Dear cattle children. Alright, so it looks like he's talking to him. I'm Andrew, and I've come to kill you all. I know you're still there. It's useless to hide. So we got a name, Andrew. I believe we got his name when we first met him. I just didn't remember it. This past year, 9 months, I've sought out your one and only remaining supporter and taken care of them. Okay. Who's that? The next path is this way. And then this way, over here. Beyond the emergency path, believing in their safety. This is like a maze with a webbing network. We'll be okay. All of us remember the pathways. So that's one of the things that the Grace Field kids were really known for. Their intelligence, how smart they are. They can remember things really well. So they're not going to get lost even in a maze. They remember the pathways. So of course, we'll have known the exact location of this shelter. We even know all about the internal structure. The exits are already locked down. Today, right here, you all will die. So I believe that's Andrew. That's all there is to it. Now, please come out quietly. If you do that, I'll make it painless. So basically he's saying, you come out nice and quiet, I'll kill you instantly. So you won't feel anything. So all the young kids are starting to freak. You've got to be kidding me. But did he really kill our supporter? So that's why we weren't contacted. All the exits are. What do we do now? Calmly let everyone in the back know the enemy is here. Be wary of your surroundings. And alright, so they basically got Don and Gilda, who's the older ones, talking to a lot of the younger ones. We got, I believe that looks like Oliver there as well. But seriously, what do we do here? So Ray's kind of caught off guard. These guys came here with genuine killing intent. There's no way they're even thinking of capturing us alive. Well, I guess that's only natural. To the Raftery clan, all of us are a blunder that absolutely cannot see the light of day. So that's what Hugo's thinking. While this is going on, they're pinching us. No, they're probably setting up for a siege. There are 8 enemies and 3 exits. Counting the people in front of us, there are a maximum of 5 to 6 more approaching. That means there'll be 5 or 6 men attacking us. But is there any other way out of this? We need to decide what to do. So obviously, Rossi hasn't made it in time to tell them it's an ambush. Why? We'll manage to survive somehow, no matter what, as long as we're alive. Why? Until just now, they were still living. Why? We just want to live, just like all humans do. Why? So everyone's starting to question themselves here. Emma's freaking out. We never planned on breaking the promise. We've found the 7 walls, and we were going to reforge the promise. We won't be a bother to the human world. There won't be any reason for them to fight us. Okay, so that's what Emma's yelling out to them. All of us just want to protect our natural, everyday lives. 7 walls? I see. So all of you found the 7 walls, huh? Moreover, you have already reached the stage where you're able to reforge the promise. That's right. That's why. It doesn't matter. Huh? That's not how this works. Okay? Rather that being the case, I definitely have to kill you here. Ooh, alright, so obviously for the Raftery clan, they don't want the promise to be reforged, because if that promise gets reforged, then he's going to be missing out on a lot of money. Even if the world would allow it. As long as the Raftery family keeps order, it will not come to be. Natural, everyday lives, protect them. Don't get it wrong. From the very beginning, you all have never had anything like that. Alright, so he's playing a mental game to them. He's kind of shooking them up right now. Everything has been a facade. So it looks like he's trying to smoke, like a smoke bomb or a tear gas or something like that. So you guys like, oh no. Gas! Close the fire door! So they're closing the door. Got the 2 dead ones there. Close the fire door. The panting, the coughing. If you want to live on the brink of death, search for a way. It hasn't even been that long. Get back. While we're bunkered down here, the enemy is surrounding us. The exits are blocked. We have no positional advantage. How do we get away? Even if we don't know, It's at this moment we need to find some way to get out of here. Chapter 105. End. Alright, so right off the bat, guys, I'm going to do like a little bit of a review, but the main review is going to be after chapter 106. Seemingly, they've realized now they're kind of surrounded. Michael's definitely playing mind games, but he's saying, yeah, even though you've done all that, I definitely have to kill you now because the Ratari clan wants to keep it the way it is. That's what works for them. They're probably making a lot of money and stuff like that through this. So they don't want to change that. So Michael is their specialist, their mercenary to kill everyone. So the question's going to be, how are they going to deal with this? How are they going to get out? Obviously, Rossi hasn't made it there in time to save them, to warn them of the ambush. And we've had 2 people go down, 2 people get killed, 2 characters we don't really know. They're probably like side characters that we never even met. So the question is going to be, what are they going to come up with and how are they going to deal with this? But luckily for us, we can jump straight into chapter 106 right now and start. Let's find out what's going to happen. Alright guys, so chapter 106, A Way Out. Let's get straight into this week's chapter. And then we'll get into the review. So I'm looking forward to this week's chapter. In last week's chapter, we had Michael basically reintroduce himself. He's obviously the elite, the mercenaries elite. He's killed 2 kids already. We know there's 60 of them. And we know Rossi is still on his way to try and basically warn them about the ambush. Unfortunately, it's a bit too late. The question's going to be, how are they going to find a way out? So obviously chapter 106, my gut tell me is they're going to find a way out. But anyway, let's get into this week's chapter. Searching, but a way out isn't in sight. They know about the secret pathways. All the exits are blocked off. Get back. If they find us, we're dead. So it looks like Christy, which is one of the young kids, has been hit as well. I think it's more of a graze than anything else. Chapter 106, A Way Out. If they find us, we're dead. But how do we do it? Standing in their way is a merciless killer. And we also found out Michael basically is playing some mind games, basically saying, you never really had a natural life to live anyway. Even though they've found the 7 walls, they're on the verge of being able to form a new pack, a new promise. Michael's like, yeah, that gives me even more reason to kill you because while the Ratari clan are in control, there's no chaos and everything stays normal, and that's the way they want it. Alright, so let's keep going, guys. We've got some tapping. Now, my subordinates estimated the numbers of the targets to be around 60. I expected there to be about this many of them. All of the escapees from Grace Field and Golly Pond were surviving at this shelter after all. But it's strange. In spite of this being a full-on raid, they were able to evacuate quickly. Did they assume that we were going to attack? That's not all. They know all about the 7 walls. When and where did they find that out? Did somebody tell them? Who's tapping away? The supporters or the previous head? So they're talking about Minerva. No, they actually went out and explored themselves. And also, those weapons they had, they're different from the ones we found with Bion. Did they get them at this shelter? Are there rooms that weren't in the blueprint? I see. So the supporters' hidden information they were protecting wasn't perfect. Thanks to that, our plans hindered. But so he's not quite. It's me. Can you all hear this? Like, crap. While he's doing that, the rest of them are surrounding us. Okay. If this keeps up, we're all going to be annihilated. What should we do? How do we escape? What's our move? No. I know what to do. We need to kill all of the invaders. So Ray's like, we need to kill them. There's no way we have to kill. If we don't do that, we're as good as dead. Getting past this encirclement and breaking through the exit with this number of people being able to sneak past without being noticed is impossible. No, even if we could do that, those guys would definitely chase us down no matter where we go and basically kill them. So either way, they need to kill someone or kill all of them. If we want to protect all of our family and friends, every one of them has to die. But they're human beings. Killing a human. I could probably do it, but for Emma, for most of our comrades, something like that is impossible. If we don't, the situation would get out of hand quickly. The enemy has armor, and they probably have night vision scopes as well. And the gas on the top of all that. Okay? Also, 60 people won't be able to move around quickly. They have the advantage in mobility. Okay? So pretty much a lot of the advantages are with the mercenaries, obviously. When the gas is gone, that's it. Even if we can't win the shootout in front of us, somebody will definitely die. That's no good. I can't let anyone else die. We need to get out of here quickly. But which way? How can we escape? So this is a lot of the thoughts going through Ray, Emma, Hugo. They're all thinking along the same lines here. Just one mistake will mean the end for us. We don't know how many they'll use and from where the enemy will attack. Emma, Ray, Oliver. So we've got Rossi. Rossi's arrived. All right. So Rossi's just got there. Are you all right? What about Lucas? He's okay. He'll meet us later. He broke the monitors and he also took down an enemy. All right, as we know. So here. A radio? It's the enemies. All right. So he's taking the radio and put the radio. I heard it. They were giving orders while I was on the way here. It's me. Can you all hear this? Targets are currently retreating east from the first emergency exit. Surface team, keep alert at the second emergency exit. North and south corridors, as well as the west central end, move out. All units begin to surround them. In other words, the enemy's current position is... Alright, so we've got a nice little map here. So we've got the regular entrance at the top here. We've got the guy that's been knocked out in the monitor room. We've got a guy staying at the south corridor. Guy at the north corridor. Second emergency exit, looks like there's a guy. We've got two guys at the first emergency exit, that's Michael and the other guy. Then we've got another guy seemingly in the middle. And then we've got Emma's group seemingly heading backwards along like a secret tunnel type thingy. Okay, so it looks like the underneath is like an extra tunnels that they don't really know about. Alright, interesting. Okay, cool. I like how they've done this. It's kind of giving us a bit more of an idea of where everything is. Okay, cool. Let's get going. Let's get going. The North Corridor. Can we make it? Nice job, Rossi. This is a huge help. If the only enemy closing in from the front is at the North Corridor, right now there's only one pathway that connects to ours. They would be able to enter from that passage. Before the enemy comes down the pathway, if we're able to cut across, the encirclement will fall apart. Okay. So it looks like they're going to try and escape from the North Corridor. Give me a second here. Alright, so we've got the North Corridor up here. So I've gone back a page, guys. And so it looks like North Corridor is probably going to come down and in to try and group them in. Same to South Corridor. But if they can get up and around it, they can get away from them. Okay. Interesting. But why does the enemy have a gap like that in their formation? Actually, Lucas is making sure that the entry points to the secret room with the phone, as well as the armory below the dining room, aren't discovered by the enemy. That's why. That's it. Rossi, where is Lucas at right now? After breaking the monitors, he was going to the regular exit to get it open. That idiot. It's settled. Okay. Before they notice us, we'll cut through the armory and escape from the regular exit. Oh, they come back at the normal exit. All right. Nice. I like it. So it looks like everyone's going to be coming in. They're going to go straight in between the middle of the north and south corridor. So give me a second. I'm just going to jump back to that map. All right, so we've got the North Corridor, South Corridor guys coming in. If they can get through and up and around, they can get back to the archives, back up through the dining room and straight back out the regular exit. I like it. That's good. It's genius. Okay. So now we're going to Lucas. He's popping out. He's got the gun. He's got the thing. Bang! He's taking the guy out. So Michael's twitching. Like, huh? Looks like they're going up. They're outside. We made it out. All right, so they've made it out the regular exit. We can see everyone here. We've got, let's see. We've got Pepe. We've got Gilda. We've got Viola. A couple of the others. Adam. We've got all of them there. All right, Don, Gilda, Ray, Emma. They've all made it out of the shelter. Lucas. So, Hugo. Is everybody here? Then you all run away right this second. Huh? What about you? Okay. I think I know what's going on. Lucas and I will come later. It's our duty to make sure that the remaining 6 men don't follow you. Wait, then let us too. So like the other ones, me as well. No, all of you go on ahead. That's final. Killing a human, I could probably do it, but for most of our comrades, something like that is impossible. Okay, so I'm assuming they're thinking the same thing. There's no need for you kids to carry that burden. Leave it to the grown-ups. And besides, there's only room for 2 adults anyway. He's like, alright, so it looks like they're going to disguise themselves as the mercenaries and they're going to go in and try to take everyone out. With these, their gas and guns won't be as effective. But you go, Emma. This is the very best decision we can make. Okay? It'll be okay. We'll catch up soon. Quickly take Christy to a safe place and rest up. Got it. To protect everyone, even if they are to perish. Now escape safely. You too, Hugo. Now then, so look at all the kids, they're all heading off. This shelter is too nostalgic. Yeah, this is the perfect place to make our grave. Chapter 106. End. Alright guys, so just hang on a second and we'll jump straight into the review. Alright guys, so chapter 105, 106, the intensity is definitely still there. Within chapter 105, pretty much the ambush happens. Unfortunately, Rossi does not get there in time and we do lose 2 characters courtesy of Michael of the Mercenaries. He shoots them dead and he manages to clip seemingly Christy, which is one of the younger kids, who seemingly is out cold and is being carried by Emma for the remainder of these 2 chapters. Alright, so a lot of the stuff, we do have Emma and that talking to them saying, look, we've found the 7 walls. We're on the verge of being able to reforge a new promise. Why are you stopping us? We can stop everything and create a brand new promise, a brand new world and everything. Why are you stopping us? Right? With Michael, and he goes, oh, and also they're saying, we just want to protect our natural lives. Is that really so much to expect? Is that really so much to ask for? And with Michael replies to them with, well, you never really had natural lives to begin with, and with the fact that you've found the 7 walls and everything, that makes me need to kill you even more. Because while the Ratuli clan are organizing things, while they are in control, there's not going to be any chaos or anything like that, and that's a good thing. That's what we want. That's what works best for us. So what that tells me is that while Michael is a mercenary, first off, that he works for the Ratari clan, and if the Ratari clan are getting taken out of power, he's going to lose his income and his money and all that kind of stuff and kind of get thrown to the wolves, so to speak. And he doesn't want that, so by having the Ratari clan still in charge and doing things the way it is, it works out better for him. The other thing is we do have Michael trying to figure out what's going on, how all these information's come to grasp. He's got the general idea there's about 60 people from Gracefield as well as Goldie Pond. They have weapons and they're not scared to fight back. So there's a lot more going on within that chapter. We then move on to chapter 106, where basically Rossi finally catches up to him with a radio and they come up with an overall plan. He hears Michael basically giving orders to the rest of the clan for everyone from the north quarter to the south quarter, everyone to start moving in, to surround them and to confine them into a specific spot. The flaw in that is that Hugo has taken out the guy in the monitor room, which basically has left an opening for them to get through and to head back towards the normal exit. We also see that Lucas does take out the guard that is standing by that exit. He takes him out, he shoots him dead, and basically he's then disguised as one of the mercenaries. So Emma, Ray, everyone come up with the idea, let's go out the regular exit. There's a hole in their formation, and that's because of Lucas. Let's gun it out that way, get through, because by the time they get there, like, shit, they're already gone. We need to move. Right? So bang, they got through. They've managed to get out, and then Lucas and Hugo have decided to stay behind in disguise as the mercenaries to go back and take out the remaining 6. Very much knowing that there is a very good chance they're not coming out of this alive. So, the questions are this. Will Hugo and Lucas be able to take out Michael and the rest of his team? That's the first big question. Can they do that? Because obviously, as soon as Michael and them realizes, wait, no, they're gone, they're going to abandon that shelter quick smart and chase after them because they are relentless. They've been looking for them for nearly a year, over a year and a half. I believe it was a year and 9 months. They're not going to just give up that easily. They've been paid to find them. They're going to go find them. And if the whole thing of them basically now knowing that, yes, we're seeing the 7 walls, we know where it is, we're on the verge of forming a new promise, there's a lot of things still to happen. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Hugo and Lucas go about this. I got a feeling this is going to be the end of Hugo and Lucas. Just the general gist. We also know that the main reason why an ally hasn't called the phone is because Michael took out that ally. He killed the ally as well. So there's still a lot to go down within the Promised Neverland. We are very much in the final arc now. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. Overall, guys, for these 2 chapters, they were solid chapters. I really enjoyed these chapters, and I thought the art was good. Progression was very good. The intensity, the drama, everything is still there. Hopefully next week we'll get to see Hugo and Lucas doing their thing. I would really hate it if they kind of went away from that now, because I really want to see how they go down. If they do go down, they're able to take other people out, all that kind of jazz. I really want to see that kind of stuff. And then head back to the kids and see where they're going. Because if next week is just a chapter on them kind of getting away, which we've kind of already seen, they managed to get away, it's kind of be a little bit redundant, it's kind of a bit slow, but I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to keep the action high and all that kind of jazz, and I think that'll be a smart move. So overall, guys, for these 2 chapters, the art was solid. We got good progression. The drama's still there. The intensity is still there. I'm looking forward to what's going to go down next week. So that's why this week, guys, I'm going to give them 4 stars. Brilliant chapters. Absolutely loved it. We're definitely into the final arc now. And I'm really curious about how this is all going to play out and how this is going to end. But anyway, guys, let me know in that comment section below what you guys think. Did you like it? Didn't like it? All that kind of jazz. And as always, guys, I'm Free01. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you guys next time for another live reaction and review. Peace.
Run away! Run away! run away.